They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. So we'll kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's Brown. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
On third down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They go to the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maffa.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To throw, it's Calandria. Feeling some heat. Takes the easy one to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's grinding stool. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. And they're able to make the tackle. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Brown. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Maffa. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has a second down play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Grab near the marker. It's Briningstool. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's going up top here late in the game. Pulls it in on the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's pace. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Stumbled to the ground.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He caught it! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. A first down for the offense. On the ground, it's Maffa. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Line getting set on second down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. To the air, it's Calandria. Getting some heat. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They strike first in overtime. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He's looking to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he puts through the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maffa. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. They're bringing heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. With the catch, it's Pace. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On third down, going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They're going to try to convert on fourth down to put the pressure on the other team when they get their turn. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A fourth down stop seals it in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.